Chen went down without a fight. And he said, I just kind of looked over there and there was a dead body and my client here, and I knew the police would want to have him, so I just kind of held him there. He says about the restraining order and this whole situation, he says it's really sad. I mean, Chen was so gentle. Chen was so kind. He didn't have any history of violence. He never had a restraining order against him. He never had any allegations of physical abuse. He grew up in China originally. He got his PhD there. It was in statistics. I mean, he's a bright guy. He was basically #1 in all of his scholastics, all his education. Then he went over to postdoc at Harvard in statistics. He has 2 children. I know he loves his children very much. There's going to be 2 children at home who do not have a dad, if in fact he's the killer. Which, you know, he's a lawyer. He was very kind and pleasant and timely and decent and just like the type of guy you always want working next to you. You know what I mean? I mean, it's emotional. It's powerful stuff. It just really affected him, apparently, more than I could see. I knew it affected him clearly, but it affected him obviously a great deal. The DA states, we know the restraining order was not renewed. We don't know if that was the reason for whatever happened outside the courthouse. He was arrested. He was denied bail. And it's going to be very interesting considering a lot of the public sentiment actually seems to be in favor of Chen. I think a lot of the public sentiment comes from clearly his resume, clearly his track record of no criminal history and his resume of doing such high-level research in fields that, again, could probably ultimately end up helping people, and his very docile demeanor. And further, I think a lot of people have frustration on the restraining order process in the United States of how it's almost like never given out, how it's never really upheld, how the police don't really care until the restraining order is broken, which at that point, like, where is the harm done? They think that he actually was someone who was driven into madness by relentless pressure by everyone around him. One person says, I really sympathize with Dr. Chen, hope he receives a lenient sentence so he can return to a peaceful life. Others lament on the fact that Chen could have actually done a big service to society, saying, this is so sad, I truly feel sorry for him. He could have had a brilliant future. Court implicitly made this happen.